Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brap Genius back at it again with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the weaknesses of a Grom clone.
Yeah, start it off right, boys.
Oh yeah, bud! Send it!
Yeah!
So while you guys know that I absolutely love this bike, bro, we're stopping. Whoa, jeez, grandpa. So we found out that the braking on it works well. But yeah guys, so like I said, I absolutely love this bike. There's a lot of things that it could do, and there's a lot of things that it does better than I thought it would. But you know, if I'm being honest, it's not a perfect bike. There are things with it that, you know, never are going to be perfect. So we're going to talk about some of those today. So the first thing I'm going to say, guys, definitely stock. The speed on this thing is garbage. Like, you're not doing 50 miles or better an hour. It's just, you're not. I don't care what your speedometer says, it's not how fast you're going. You might be able to go 45, but you know, anything over that, you're really pushing it. You got to change the carburetor and a bunch of other stuff to be able to, you know, really get the use out of the bike. Now, here's the thing too. Even then, the speed on this bike still isn't great. It's not bad. I could do probably 55, but this thing on a highway is really just not, it just does not do what it needs to do. So if you want a bike that's going to be, you know, good on the highway, unfortunately guys, this is not that bike. Now another weakness or flaw of this bike is the vibration. For whatever reason, the way it's set up, the motor, it is a very vibrating bike. You feel the vibrations while you're riding. It's not as bad when you're wearing a motorcycle tracksuit like I am today. However, you do still feel that difference. So just be aware of that. Another thing you have to be aware of too, guys, is the maintenance on these bikes. You have to do a lot more maintenance. You have to do the oil change every couple hundred miles, at least for the first 1,000 miles in my opinion, because you know, the oil, you just got to make sure this bike is running right. Like I said, it's a really good deal for what you get, but you got to do extra oil changes to make sure that it's really running where it should be. To go with, you know, maintenance, you also have to do some upgrades to the bike to really make sure that it's going to be running right. I think it's fun to do the upgrades. I like working on bikes, but you know, some people don't. So for those people, that is a downside to this bike, one of the weaknesses. Another weakness, I guess you could say, if you're someone that cares what people think of you, it's probably going to hurt your ego. So if you have an ego, just be aware, you know, you're not going to get that great of a response to people when you're on one of these little bikes. But like I said, if you know, you just love riding and you know, you realize that your opinion is really the only one you should care about, then you know, go for it. So another con of this bike is the suspension. The suspension is so stiff on this motorcycle. Anytime I hit a pothole, I feel like the bike's just gonna die. It's just gonna die. I think in my intro, I have me riding this thing off-road and I'm like, oh my gosh. And that's because I'm going through, you know, these potholes in the dirt and the bike just feels like it's gonna fall apart. You know, obviously it's not, and it holds up fine. It's just the suspension is so stiff that, you know, it's not, obviously it's not made for, you know, taking potholes or, you know, be riding through dirt. But anytime you do hit any of those things, you are going to feel it in the suspension. But even though this thing's slow, you can still go slower than it. This guy's going too slow for a Grom clone. That really says something. Another thing with it too is the stock batteries they're honestly pretty crap. You have to change your battery. If you don't, it's gonna die on you. And that's one of the weak points of this motorcycle. Another weak point of the bike, just the bike itself, is the stock carburetor. Those Chinese carbs from factory are absolute garbage. So if you guys do get one of these bikes, just be aware you really should change your carburetor. Everything else so far has held up pretty well. You know, I did the carb upgrade kit, my exhaust, the battery, little easy shift lever, and that's it, guys. Knock on wood, I haven't had any big issues with this bike. You know, I put it together myself when I bought it, did all the modifications myself, and now I know how to work on it. And you know, like I said, it's not a perfect bike. There's things that people aren't going to like about it, but there's things people aren't going to like about other bikes too. So if you are interested in getting one of these, this is not to deter you. Like I said, I do think the Grom clone is an absolute steal for the money that you pay for it. I think it's worth every penny. Man, this guy's drunk, bro. Pick a side of the road. Damn. But yeah, guys, so that's gonna do it for this video. If you like this video, let me know by hitting the like button. Hit subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.